Hi everyone, it's great to see so many familiar faces. I'm here to celebrate the achievement of our friend Glenn Davis. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Dennis Estes. I was Glenn's assistant here at Albany Country Club for 5 years and currently the head golf professional at the Calvary Club out in Manlius, New York. Thank you to Christian and the section staff for allowing me to contribute to Glenn's special night. First of all, Glenn, congratulations. It's such a great honor, so well deserved. In my opinion, you've always been one of the best to do it, and now to see you recognized for your hard work and contributions to golf in the Capital Region, both on and off the course, it's really special and means a lot both for you and the club here, so very well deserved. I say that knowing how uncomfortable you probably are sitting in the chair, listening to all of us come up and gush over you about how great you are and all of that, and it's all very true. Just knowing you and your personality and how uncomfortable that must make you feel gives me a little chuckle. Along with that, story time, I remember early on in my time at Albany, one of the first couple of years, I come into the office and I see on the desk printouts of whatever the award was. Golf Professional of the Year, Merchandiser, Bill Strasberg. You've been nominated for all of them a million times. And coming in going, oh, Glenn, that's awesome. Congratulations. I'm so excited for you. I hope you win. That's great. And just kind of seeing your reaction going, yeah, okay, yeah, that's great. We'll see. And just kind of brushing it off and moving on. And then coming back, a couple weeks later, hey, Glenn, that deadline's coming up. Did you submit anything? Well, maybe we give someone else a chance to win this year. I don't know. I've been through all this before. When really didn't want the attention focused all on you, where tonight you don't have a choice. We're here, we're going to gush, and it's all very well deserved. Everything we say is true, and, we mean it. You deserve it. But before I get into too much more gushing, I want to tell a little story how it's not all sunshine and roses down the hallway there in the old Glenn Davis Golf Shop. So there's the curse of the Bambino. There's also the curse of the Glenn Davis Golf Shop. And if we take a look around the room real quick and we see Vatter and JP and Jeff and other assistants like Sam and Felber and unfortunately myself, there's one thing that we all have in common, or are starting to have in common more, and that's incredible hair loss. And it's funny, if you go down to the shop and you look at the door frame outside of Glenn's office, about the 6-foot mark, there's a nice shiny worn spot. And that is right from the back of there. Glenn standing there all day, talking to everybody, coming in and out, talking to the assistants. Just really funny. So let that serve as a warning to Andrew, any of the assistants that are here now. Rocky, better be careful making too many trips down to the pro shop. There is a curse, and it's real, and this hair is going away. So thank you, Glenn, for that. Can't have your luscious locks like you did back in those pictures of the Oldsmobile Scramble, so I guess we got to start to look more like you now. If it means we're as good of a golf pro, well worth it. Getting back on track, interesting to me, kind of going through interview process, most recently for the job that I'm in now. One of the questions that was posed to me is, what differentiates a good golf pro from a great golf pro? And I guess in our case, it's a great golf pro, Hall of Famer. So good golf pro, goes about their business. They do everything they're supposed to do. They run the business well. Numbers are happy, good service, the whole deal. Maybe they play golf a little bit, maybe they play well, but what really separates the good, and there's nothing wrong with good, there's so much good in this room, and that's great to see, but what really separates the good from the great is kind of that embodiment of the facility and that recognition of, hey, there's Glenn Davis, that's Albany Country Club. And it's true, looking at this Hall of Fame roster that we see here, even people in this room, Frank Colony, Tom Haggerty at Glens Falls, when you think of those places, that pro is that club, right? So you see him out in the community, you say, oh, there's Glenn Davis at Albany Country Club. Oh, there's Tom Haggerty at Glens Falls. There's just something about how special that is, the identity and kind of embodying the club and what it means and represents, that level of class and professionalism that travels with you, that really, truly takes that good golf professional and puts them into a level that's elite. It's one thing to hang a bunch of plaques on the wall, and if you go down the hall, there's certainly a lot of them, and if he filled out some forms, there'd probably be a whole nother wall of them. But it's another to be here tonight and be recognized as one of the best ever to do it, and you absolutely are. So, Glenn, I've learned so much from you over the years, and both myself and a half dozen people in this room wouldn't be here today in their current roles without your influence. I mean, even having left your direct tutelage, you still serve as an awesome sounding board, mentor, occasionally talk me off the ledge, which is always needed, but really just a great person, a great friend. Tonight is so well deserved. Couldn't be happier for you. So glad I'm here to celebrate with everybody. So congratulations again, cheers, and look forward to many more years of continued success.
Although it was challenging following Glenn into office as section president, as there were very big shoes to fill, he also made it easier for all of us that followed after him. When Glenn was president of the section, things were challenging because of the technology that was changing. We were entering tournaments with paper entries and checks at the time, and we were moving to online and internet with credit cards. The tournament director position was relatively new, and the junior tour was exploding at that time. So there were a lot of members out there that maybe didn't think we should be in that business or that didn't like the technology change. And then there were other members that knew we needed to move forward. So Glenn was the perfect guy to be in office at that time, to get a consensus, to bring everybody together and to still make sure we move forward. So that template made it a lot easier for all of us that followed.
Glenn Davis, congratulations on being inducted into the Hall of Fame. My name is Jeff Betty. I'm the head golf professional at Orchard Creek Golf Club, as well as the Bunker. I had the pleasure of working with Glenn as an assistant for 7 years at Albany Country Club. Glenn's had a tremendous impact on my career, and I am forever grateful. He's really always led by example, hardworking, tremendous work ethic, always striving to improve, never complacent, very approachable, whether it be members, staff, always very easy to talk to. As much of a resource as he was for helping my career, including helping me pass my PAT, during my time at Albany Country Club, after I left, nothing changed. He's always been a great resource for me to reach out to. Any questions, he's always been so helpful, and I'm forever grateful for that. I've got a lot of great Glenn stories. Most of them involve the Florida golf trips, which entailed bringing about 30-40 members, golf pros, assistants down to Florida, getting us onto some great golf courses, arranging dinner, lodging. He did all that, and every year everyone looked forward to it. Had a wonderful time. As great as those trips were, one trip stood out in particular, and that's when Glenn took myself and fellow assistant Dennis Estes to Hudson National. That golf course was amazing. We had caddies for the first time. It was very quiet. We were kind of out there on our own, and I will be that in itself was one of my favorite golf experiences I've ever had, and I'm so grateful for that. What makes Glenn a perfect inductee? I thought about this for a long time, and there's no one specific thing that I can put my finger on, and I think that in itself is what makes him as great as he is. He's so well-rounded. I've never met someone that knows Glenn, or that is as popular as Glenn. Everybody and their brother knows Glenn Davis, and that's the first time I've really ever experienced that. He's so personable, he's a tremendous player, a great teacher, he runs a great shop, always well-stocked and looks excellent. I guess the biggest thing I could say is his demeanor, always even-keeled, never gets too high, never gets too low, and is always so consistent, and I think that's a testament to why he was able to be at Albany for as long as he's been, because he is just so rock solid and consistent, and you just don't see that very often. These are all traits that I try to emulate. Glenn had such a big impact on myself. The very least I can do is pay it forward, and try to be as much like Glenn Davis as I possibly can in my everyday life, not just at the golf course. So congratulations, Glenn. I am so proud of you and so happy for you, and enjoy it.